Snow. A lot of snow. There is an alternative route. When you come down out of the Cottonwood Pass, dropping down to Lone Pine, you can hike through the Owens Valley along the foothills of the Sierras with the croppment of the White Mountains, all the way through Lone Pine into Independence, through Manzanar, all the way up to Kehoe Hot Springs, where they have a swimming pool, and Hot Springs, all the way to Bishop, all the way up to Rock Creek Trail. I mean, it's there. It's up to you. You got to go discover it. You don't have to walk on the 395. There are adjoining trails and roads that follow along that entire corridor of the Owens Valley. There are alternatives. Think outside the box. Don't let the PCT box you in to your journey and self-discovery of the Pacific Crest Trail. Owens Valley, which means place of flowing water, packs a mean punch during the snowmelt season. Owens Valley is located to the east of the Sierra Nevada, west of the White Mountains and Inyo Mountains, and north of the Mojave Desert. It sits on the west edge of the Great Basin. The floor of the Owens Valley is about 4,000 feet, making the valley the deepest in the United States. Towns in Owens Valley include Bishop, Lone Pine.
Yeah, have fun.
Yes, thank you.
No problem.
Independence, and Big Pine. I've been through hiking the Great Basin. I started off today on May the 16th. I came in too early to the Sierra, so I decided to wait for about a week. If you feel that you're too early in the Sierra, there's a lot of alternatives to see and to learn about the Great Basin of the Sierra and Owens Valley. I'm at the Manzanar War Camp. I gotta find me a tent spot. On December 7th, 1941, just before 8 o'clock on a Sunday morning, the Imperial Japanese Navy Air Service made a surprise military strike against the naval base at Pearl Harbor in Honolulu. Because of this, it brought the American-Japanese into conflict.
When the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor, our west coast became a potential combat zone. Living in that zone were more than 100,000 persons of Japanese ancestry, 2/3 of them American citizens, 1/3 aliens. We knew that some among them were potentially dangerous, but no one knew what would happen among this concentrated population if Japanese forces should try to invade our shores.
I'm gonna pump you full of lead.
Franklin D. Roosevelt signed and issued a presidential executive order 9066 on February 19, 1942, which authorized the forced removal of all persons deemed a threat to national security from the West Coast to relocation centers, resulting in the incarceration of Japanese Americans. 2/3 of them were U.S. citizens born and raised in the United States. For the next 4 years, Manzanar became the home for over 10,000 incarcerated American Japanese during World War II. The name Manzanar is apple orchard in Spanish. Manzanar was one of 10 incarcerated World War II camps and was a smaller internment community. We're going to continue on to Independence. It's still early. It's like 10:30 in the morning. Today's May the 17th. It's Thursday. We're about 6.5, just south of the community and town of Independence. In the town of Independence, hikers will find lodging at the Hiker Bunkhouse at the Courthouse Inn Motel. Hikers will also find resupply and showers at the Valero Market and gas station. On Onion Valley Road, only 0.5 miles away from the services of downtown Independence, is the Independence Creek Campground. Independence Creek Campground offers hikers a place to rest with amazing views of Owens Valley and the sounds of the waters from Independence Creek. Hikers coming down from Onion Valley Camp around Kearsarge Pass will pass by this beautiful location and is highly recommended Independence Creek Campground. Below the highest mountain in the continental U.S. sits a beautiful building that was not built for people, but for fish, the Mount Whitney Fish Hatchery. If you were looking for the perfect place to stretch your legs, the trout-filled ponds and surrounding green lawn just outside the Hatchery Visiting Center was the place to do it. Built in 1917, in its height of days, the hatchery raised over 2 million fry or baby fish a year. Those fish, the first part of their life was spent in small tanks and then delivered to lakes up in the Sierra on the backs of horses and mules. Hikers along the corridor of Owens Valley, the Mount Whitney Fish Factory is free to visit and is worth stopping by to see. Camp Independence is a Native American reservation hosted by the Paiute tribe. There are resources here for hikers at the Travel Plaza and Casino. Hikers will find hot food, hiker supplies, and outside seating with power outlets. This is awesome. I got the White Mountains over to the east, the high Sierras to the left, and lots of traffic noise. And our next stop up ahead is called Division Creek. And there's a rest area at Division Creek, plus tenting. In 8.7 miles from Camp Independence along Highway 395 in Owens Valley is a Division Creek rest area where hikers can water up and rest. This crazy hiker right here, these guys pulled over. Carlos, he told Carlos, he goes, "Hey, I know that guy." So they pulled over and picked me up. It was only a couple of miles, so he's dropped me off here at Division Creek. We're in a tent here for the night. And I forgot the tree. This is
Crane
Nip, you guys, and Carlos trail angeling us down the Highway 395. Man, Crane Nip's going to Bishop. Darwin's in Bishop. I'm going to stay here and continue my trek through the Great Basin. Carlos, thank you, man.
Peace, brother.
Peace, man. Thank you.
God bless.
I'm out of here.
Always a pleasure, brother.
All right. Well, we made it to Division Creek. Here's what they got. Potable water drinking fountains. So there's water right there, and then over at the bathroom too. Whew. Division Creek Safety Roadside Rest Area, established in 1866. I'll let you introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm Eric. I'm a bicycle tourist. I rode Death Valley, crossed it from Daylight Pass to climb out of the valley. I forget where, but eventually to Lone Pine. And Lone Pine, I resupplied and rode up the road a ways, and that's where I met Rebo. And we camped out here at this awesome little free camping area, rest area.
I don't know. I'd give this a 5-star.
Yeah, this is perfect between Lone Pine and Bishop. This would be a perfect rest stop.
Rest stop, you guys. Welcome to the largest geothermal hot spring swimming pool in the Eastern Sierra, the Kehoe Hot Springs. Built first and opened in August 1918. All right, we made it to Kehoe's Hot Springs swimming pool. The amenities at Kehoe Hot Springs includes lounge chairs, tables, bathrooms, and showers. Hi, what time do they close?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock? All right, great, thank you. What time do they open?
Tomorrow 9.
9 o'clock. All right, thank you. A snack bar and power outlets. Hikers can find tenting along the foothills with overlooks of the basin of Owens Valley. One of the most popular hostels on trail happens to be in one of the most popular trail towns. Once hikers climb over Kearsarge Pass, after they have had their first taste of the High Sierra, they will descend into Onion Valley and likely hitch a ride into Independence, California, where hikers will arrange a ride or catch the Eastern Sierra shuttle. Hostel, California is a popular hiker hangout and quotes itself as one of the most badass accommodations for climbers and hikers.
Down, yeah.
Crabtree Ranger Station, Austin. That's Austin, you guys. Meta. Hey.
And he said, no, I'm not doing it.
Sean. They made it. The hostel has rooms with doubles, triples, and quadruple beds at a low rate. Hostel California also has a full kitchen, loaner bikes, longboards, computers, and an extensive library, VHS movies, and more.
I understand. I love this guy.
I've been hiking for the last 2 weeks, all the way from Lone Pine, all along the Sierra Basin. That I did it to buy up some more time for the snow melt up in the High Sierras. And we're just going to continue on this Sierra Basin trip, this side trip. We're heading up to the Lower Rock Creek Trail. Starting 12 miles outside of the town of Bishop, hikers will find the old Sherwin Grade Road going north to the community of Paradise. There is where the trailhead of the Lower Rock Creek Trail begins. Today's May the 6th, about 5:30 p.m., and we have just entered the South Rock Creek Trail. The Lower Rock Creek is a classic Eastern Sierra trail that weaves along for 8 miles along a creek bed filled with the colors of aspens and pine and the flora of high desert. The total elevation gain after reaching Tom's Place is about 2,200 feet. At Tom's Place, hikers will find a restaurant, store, and lodging. There's also tenting along the French Camp Road. From Tom's Place, the Rock Creek Trail continues for an additional 9.2 miles up to Rock Creek Lake.
The area where the trail picks up for the Rock Creek up to Rock Creek Lake is also known as the East Fork Road, which when you see this sign, it'll be on your left side, and that's where the trail picks back up for the Rock Creek Trail.
Once hikers have reached the upper Rock Creek Trail, they are re-entering into the High Sierra. At Rock Creek Lake, hikers will find the Ruby Lake and Mono Creek Trail, which will take hikers back up to the Pacific Crest Trail Mile 881.3 with an elevation of 8,350 feet as the trail takes them back into Silver Pass. Hikers will find at the Rock Creek Lake, the Rock Creek Lakes Resort and Grill, which serves breakfast. The hearty buttermilk pancakes, a full stack is $5.95. And lunch, and carries local brews on tap, even providing growlers. Rock Creek Lakes Resort and Grill also has a small store with provisions. From the Pacific Crest Trail, this has been the discovery of hiking Owens Valley and the Great Basin.